Hello? Is this thing on? Back to my channel. My name is Alicia, but you can call me Spooks. A lot of people do. Your mystical guide to the enchanting world of Bath and Body Wonders. As the creator of Spooks and Spanks, a small business in beautiful, warm, sunny Montreal, I am very thrilled to be here today with you guys. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Today we'll be unboxing Bramble Berry's newest collection called Prism that is out and has just launched today. So let's prepare for some rainbows, some sparkles, maybe a unicorn or two. Together we'll be exploring this enchanting collection, and I'll be giving you my first impressions of what I think about this collection, which is so weird for me to say, like I have good taste. Then after that, we'll be conjuring up a very simple recipe for a whipped soap, which I know a lot of you have been asking for. Using some of these enchanted ingredients that Bramble Berry has so kindly sent me. Spoiler alert, it's going to be spellbindingly easy. And then finally, as if this video isn't already full of surprises, we'll be having a fantastical giveaway on both YouTube and Instagram. I hope that you stick around because I'll be giving those details later in the video. Without further ado, I hope that you guys are ready. I hope that you guys have your magical potions in your hands, drinking a delicious iced tea, which would be so nice right now. How hot is it in here? It's 32 degrees Celsius in here. Grab your iced teas, grab your refreshing hibiscus drinks, grab anything that's cold because it's a little hot in here, and let's get to unboxing. Okay, buddies, friends, look at it. Look at the size of this box. Bramble Berry. Bramble Berry. How about we open it up? I'm so excited. Let me tell you, I have been incredibly touched knowing that Bramble Berry spotted me in the wild amongst all these incredible soap makers. Some of them which are basically my mentors, but they don't know I exist, but thank you, Bramble Berry. Packing paper that I'm just throwing here to the side for now because we want to, oh wow, you know, remember when I said there was some rainbows in here and some sparkles? We have a perfect pink ultra sparkle. This is giving like Barbie because it has a bit of a bluish shimmer to it as well. Like it's pink, it's very pink, it's perfectly pink, but it's also a little bit blue in there. It's perfectly magical, really. So we have a Lilac Mirage Ultra Sparkle. Definitely see these guys in a shimmering body oil. The sparkle is top tier. Then we have Blushing Peach Ultra Sparkle. This is giving a bit of a rose gold, some peach in there, a little bit of copper. Gorgeous. Lagoon Green Ultra Sparkle. And every time we open them, I don't know, oh my god, I think you can see them on the camera, but every time we open them, it's unleashing sparkles in the air, and I'm all about that. You will notice that even my plants look magical because they have glitter all over them. Luna Ultra Sparkle. Luna means moon. Is a white Ultra Sparkle, as well as the Lilac Mirage Ultra Sparkle. The Lilac Mirage has a bit more of a purple undertone. This one is white with maybe a more of a silver undertone to it. Now we have the Prism Fragrance Collection that comes into this beautiful box right here. And I feel like I want to open this later, like in the last tidbits of this video. Here we have a big box. I am overjoyed up until right now. I feel like, oh, there's another box. Holy jeez. What's in this one? Candle jars. Oh, gigantic. Oh, heavy. They're so pretty. I love iridescent things. Ooh, don't break them. Oh, this is the iridescent jar with the lid. Oh my god. Heavy. Oh. Just look at this. These are for candles. Oh my god. I do feel like it's more than an 8 ounce art. I don't know. Maybe I'll check on the website. It's not launched yet. Well, it is launched for you guys, but it's not launched for me yet. Okay, now if I bring it up closer, you do see how iridescent it is. You see some blue, some purple, some pink, some copper. So good. The next one is a clear diamond jar. This guy is also giving a prism feel to it with the beautiful hexagonal. It sounds like I'm saying McGonagall. Very nice as well. Also a beautiful candle. And again, it has some depth to it and it's heavy. Like, we know that this is going to be a great candle jar. This tumbler. But look how gorgeous that is. And it's also iridescent on the inside. I adore this one. I think that if Spooks and Spanks, were to launch a candle collection with any of these three beautiful, this is two, but any of these three candle jars, I would choose this one. You could put a beautiful label on. 'Cause I saw another box in there. Ooh. You guys are going to love this one. A gemstone soap kit. I kind of have a feeling why Bramble Berry chose to send me this collection as opposed to the other ones. Being that most of our following here at Spooks and Spanks is very much into crystals and magicalness. In this kit, we have our instruction sheet with images. We have a dropper, our Micas, and this soap kit is a melt and pour soap kit. If you are looking to create a soap that is ready to use almost as soon as you poured it, it takes about 2 to 4 hours for a melt and pour soap to cure. It's a great idea for people who are maybe afraid to work with lye, but I know that if I am able to work with lye solutions to create cold process soap, I know that you are too. I am not better than anyone over here. And pour is also a valid form of soap making. It also permits a ton of creativity. I'm not done unpacking my things yet, but I'm just talking about how cool also melt and pour is. This is a great way to put out product quickly without having to wait a full 4 to 6 weeks for your soap to cure. We have a clear melt and pour base, some molds. The Bramble Berry molds are always such high quality. This will withstand me a few years at least. Then we have, I believe, a fragrance oil that comes with the soap kit because soap is so much more fun when it smells good. Oh, love spell. Yeah, I feel like they got this a little bit of a witchy vibe to it, and I am here for it. I love it. I adore everything witchy. Obviously, this is so good. I love this guy so much. And la pièce de résistance is this collection of fragrances called Prism, and I just opened it. So we have Over the Rainbow, Peach, Peony, and Pearl, Rainbow Sherbet, Pineapple, Kiwi. What say you that we try and open Over the Rainbow? So beautiful and crisp. There's some citrus in there, some orange, I feel. More on the fruity side. It does really smell amazing. Over the rainbow and far away. I knew it. The scent notes here are dewy clouds, strawberry, amber blossom, and sparkling bergamot. There is a bit of a deeper undertone in there, which I can now understand that it is the amber. Next one up is Peach, Peony, and Pearl. This, I feel, is going to smell like fairies. It smells exactly what it says like. It smells like fairies. A little fairy that is sleeping in a peony. In this fragrance oil, we have notes of peach, apricot, pearlescent mist, osmanthus, and fresh cut peony. If you're looking for something that smells like spring, and it also has a bit of an effervescent feel. smells good. Rainbow sherbet. Sherbet. Sherbet is a strange word. It's a bit like Shirley and Herbert. Yes! Rainbow sherbet smells like green apple, orange juice, lemonade, and pink grapefruit. This one definitely reminds me of something summery. It does a little bit smell like a candy shop. This is summer in a bottle. Citric. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you eat, it's not a bitter candy, or it's a sour candy. It smells a little bit sour, but not like sour in a good way, meaning that it really is like invigorating. Then we have pineapple, kiwi. I'm thinking this might smell like a smoothie. Smoothie! It has a herbaceousness to it. It smells like pink pineapple, juicy kiwi, jasmine, white rose, and muguet, which muguet is a word for lily of the valley, but French. The French are fancy. I do, now that they've mentioned it, smell the floralness to it. If anybody's looking for something that smells rosy, this is not it. This does definitely smell like pineapple and kiwi. Bramble Berry, you have done it again with your collection this month. I am above and over the rainbow. It's going to take me a while to decide which one I want to choose, which one I think is my favorite. Put all of this stuff together and gather my ingredients to show you how to make a delightful, very fluffy, gentle, soft whip soap that is anhydrous and also cold process, which means you don't need any heat, which we appreciate in the warmth that we are going through today in Montreal. So I tied my hair back, I am wearing my trusty apron, I also disinfected my whole area, and we are ready to go. This recipe is anhydrous, which means it is a recipe that excludes any water-based ingredients. It's really great if you want a whipped soap base that is very, very gentle and easy to make without needing any heat or any preservative, really, although it could be interesting to put a oil-soluble preservative. It is, at the very base, a 4-ingredient or even a 3-ingredient recipe. I told you it was simple. First off, we have shea butter, cocoa butter. Then we have lumerol, which is our magical ingredient in our whip soap base. This is what's going to leave you feeling clean after using the whip soap. It is an oil-soluble surfactant, which are pretty damn rare. And when I discovered this, it was like the holy grail. And of course our 4th ingredient, which is not obligatory, but will add some interest to our formula, over the rainbow fragrance oil from Bramble Berry. 4 grams or 1% of fragrance oil. You can add up to 2% in this fragrance, but you will have to remove 1% somewhere else in the formula, whether it be in the shea butter or the lumerol or the cocoa butter. Up to you. You can do some testing. I will do 1% because I like to use this particular formula of whipped soap for facial cleansing. And then we have some colorants. I am going to be using the Lagoon Green Super Sparkle as well as the Perfect Pink Super Sparkle that Bramble Berry has sent me. Alright, so now that you have all of the recipe and the ingredients and everything that you need, let me go fetch my KitchenAid bowl and we'll get to whipping up some fantastic whip soap. The first step of your formula will be to add all of your shea butter straight up like so into your KitchenAid. The shea butter that you want for this recipe is a smooth shea butter. It's not crumbly or grainy. And into our KitchenAid it goes for whipping. So you will want to remove it from the sides and put it back in the middle so that it can get whipped up really smoothly and homogeneously. To get it as smooth as possible for our next ingredients, we will be making this even more smooth and more fluffy. For the next step, you will want to have your cocoa butter fully melted. You can do that in the microwave if you don't have a double boiler. I honestly just do it in the microwave. It's much easier. This took about a minute to melt. And I will be pouring this mixture, which is quite hot, be careful, into this mixture right here. This is basically just shea butter. The reason why I like to add cocoa butter to this recipe is because cocoa butter is a very hard butter and it'll add more strength to this formula so that it doesn't melt that easily. bit of a scrape just to make sure everything is well incorporated in the center. Also, the fact that our cocoa butter was nice and hot and we put it in there, it will have melted any little chunks of chunks of shea butter that might have not been dissolved with the whipping. I'm gonna keep whipping now. Whip it good. At this point, we basically made a whipped body butter, although I don't recommend to use just this as a base for a body butter because it might be a little bit oily. But if you were to add any arrowroot in there or some cornstarch, you would have a nice body butter. And now for our third major ingredient, Lumarol. This is our magic ingredient, so you can't skip on this. You'll want to put this in here really gently as you're whipping up. Super gentle. Now that it's all in there, I'm gonna accelerate the whipping. This is after about 5 minutes of mixing. Everything is well incorporated. It's still smooth, and that's because the cocoa butter is still hot in there or warm in there, and it needs to re-solidify. But look at how fluffy it already is. I would recommend putting this in the fridge for 15 to 30 minutes just so that the cocoa butter solidifies. Again, we can whip it up even fluffier. I'm back, dear friends, and this is your whip soap after 20 minutes in the fridge. You see that it's a little bit less liquid, and I'm gonna keep whipping it for about 2 to 5 minutes. And it is time for our favorite part, adding some fragrance. In goes 4 grams of Over the Rainbow by Bramble Berry. In it goes. And we are done, and this is our final texture, almost like marshmallow clouds. Next step is to add 1 little pinch of each of these Micas from Bramble Berry from their Prism Collection. So I divided it up in 3 equal parts and put it all in a piping bag. Printed out a few labels on my Mun Bin, which is a thermal printer. Requires absolutely no ink, so I recommend getting this especially for shipping. But you know, I know some businesses that have been opting for an inkless printer, such as a thermal printer, for their product labels. Guys, I'm absolutely obsessed. Look at them all labeled up. The lighting here really doesn't show the color of the Micas, but they really do look like cotton candy in a jar. And these smell so good and fresh and kind of candy-like too, but I don't know if it's a placebo effect. I don't know, it's because of the colors, it's giving me candy vibes. And the formula, as you've seen, was really simple. It maybe took like maybe 30 minutes all in all. Like without me filming all of this, it would take me about 30 minutes to put all of this together. You could scale this recipe up also twice, 3 times to make more at a time. I just recommend to like give it a try for yourself. Let me know if you do. Do your stability testing though, and since these are basically body butters, they are anhydrous and not emulsified, you will have to be careful to ship them in a cool enough temperature that they won't melt before they get to your clients. You will also have to fill out all the forms that you need to with your country, making sure that this is good to go in your country. And what else am I wanting to say? What was I going to say? What I recommend is to take just a little bit of the product and put it onto your face or your skin that's a little damp and rub it in real nice and gentle, then rinse off abundantly so that nothing is left on your skin, and then keep going with your skincare routine as you would usually, and try and keep them away from the heat, away from the sun, and especially try and keep water out of them because they don't have any preservatives in them. They are as simple as I can make them. There you go. So this recipe makes for about 2.5 jars of 5 ounces. Yeah, these are 8 ounces in volume, but they fill 5 ounces about in there, 5.5, I would say. You can also, if you'd like, and if you don't have a KitchenAid, do it with the handheld mixer. That's totally fine too. And now for the fun part. If you want to give these a shot and win one of them, all you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment down below what product from Bramble Berry and the Prism Collection that you would like to try yourself for your business or for your hobby or your own personal enjoyment. Let me know down in the comments. I am so excited to hear, and I hope that you give this recipe a try. And for the occasion and the launch of Prism, here's a little code that will get you 10% off your order. It could be off of the Prism Collection or anything off of the website. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much, Bramble Berry, for this experience. Everything looked so great, smelled so great, and I can't wait to try out the other fragrances, make some candles, make some cold processed soap, try out that crystal gem kit. I can't wait. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. Well, it always helps greatly. So thank you so much for joining me today. And if you made it all the way up to here, you're the bestest. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye!